So before coming to the SMBA program, I used to be a sports journalist in Guadalajara, Mexico, working for the major newspaper, which is called Grupo Reforma. And the reason why I was in sports, like I've always loved sports. I'm actually the only child, the only female in my family. So at the beginning it was like important to learn about sports, but I just got super hooked. And growing up, it became my life. I studied communication science bachelor degree, and I went straight to working for the newspaper. I worked there for 5 years, just like interviewing athletes and getting involved in a lot of sports. I covered the Pan American Games in 2011, covered golf, so covered LPGA, Web.com Tour, PGA Tour, a lot of Olympic sports and Olympic trials, and yeah, it was very fun. But then it came to a point where I felt that I already did everything that I could have in this sports journalism realm, and I wanted like a new challenge. So that's when I started looking for a program, and the Sports MBA program offered everything that I was hoping for. Okay, so after the program, we are encouraged to start an internship or a job related to the field, so we can finish our 795, which is like your thesis. Through that, I was hired by a company in New York called Kling, which is focused on the OTT space, which is over the top, meaning all these streaming services going direct to consumer. And it was super interesting. I have to admit I didn't know a thing about it when I started, but I started as an intern, and I quickly learned about the company, and it's so amazing that I'm in that combination of a tech company, but also working with these big sports properties and entertainment broadcasters. So through all I learned from the master's degree, I was able to prove myself worthy there, and then I got a full-time job, and I started as a business development intern, and I moved quickly into account management, and now I'm a sales director for the company. So again, sales was not of the skills that I used to have, and it's something that I also think that developed through my master's degree, because you learn how to provide data to actually evidence the good that your product is doing. So in this case, our platform is very helpful and provides the analytics and this very important piece that broadcasters need. And I have all the evidence on the table to show them how they can use it and improve their businesses as well. I chose the Sports MBA. When I was doing my research, first of all, it came up as one of the top programs in the country. So of course it caught my attention there, but also I wanted to learn the business aspect. The next phase of my life needed to have this more business approach, and those skills that I lacked of when I was a journalist. I was looking at it more from an entrepreneurial side. So yeah, I decided to go into an MBA, and then looking into the specific programs, I felt the San Diego State program offered both the hands-on experience through the volunteer opportunities, the location. San Diego is amazing, unbeatable. I also love the fact that it's so close to Mexico, and yeah, the whole link to the sports industry here in San Diego. You have everything. You have baseball. You used to have football when I started here, but now there's hockey. So San Diego really offered the full program. The fact that it's a full MBA. I mean, it's not only sports focused. It's just fun because you make it sports related, but you do have the full skills of a master in business, which is great and has helped me a lot throughout my career after that. when I came to the program, I developed a lot of new skills that I was hoping for after journalism. So I mean, I had like a very strong background in communications and like networking and like relationship building. However, like going into the business side of sports, I needed to know more and bring to the table like finance, accounting, data analysis, all these like strategic thought processes to actually know how like a business works, like even from the like sports background, like how does a front office manage something. So it was like very important for me to learn. I was very challenged, but it was also very exciting that after the program I could provide presentations and like ROI analysis to my clients, like create like a full strategic business plan. So that's very rewarding that I can do now after all of the things I learned in this 1 year of intensive work. So of course, as an international student, you are always like concerned about the visa aspect, being legal in the US, of course. So I mean, at first when you start your program, you get an F1 visa, which allows you to come and live in the US to study the program. Once you start like working on other projects, you can go through CPT, and the CPT allows you to start working while you're a student. So I had 2 CPTs. I remember like one I had working for Under Armour during the All-Star game, and the second one was during my internship with Kling, so the 795 internship. So during those 6 months, I had my CPT working. Once I got the full-time job with Kling, I started with an OPT, which is like optional practice, and that one lasts for a year. And after that, like my company supported me in order to get like a full work visa, and it's been great. I'm still living in New York with this international company that has a presence worldwide, and that allowed me to grow personally and develop in a way that I didn't even dream of. Hola, soy Jessica Anguiano, soy de Guadalajara, México, Casa de las Chivas, y soy una orgullosa alumna de Sports MBA de San Diego State University.